Just when you didn't think a high quality game would get released, we get Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Came out of nowhere. Nowadays, you pay $70 for half a game, and they updated it later on to give you the other half. Or if not, if you're lucky, you probably gotta buy a season pass. Not with this one, man. Join me on a brief discussion after I already beat the game. Come join me and talk about Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, the ending. A brief discussion, nothing too crazy. Just a little bit of my opinions and thoughts, and where we will go from here to the next game. Roll up! Spoiler warning ahead. Massive story spoiler ahead. If you haven't completed the game, please click off the video now and come back at a later date. Thank you. Hello guys, it's Mola. Came and back with another video for you guys today. If you haven't liked the video, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel so I can keep bringing you more content like this. Now, today we're here to discuss Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I recently just made the playthrough. It's available on my channel. The whole playlist is available for you guys at any time. Now, I just have some opinions and thoughts about the game and the ending. Let's just get the first part out of the way. The game to me was a 10-10, hands down. If I could give it a 15, I would. It was just like the story from the beginning of the game, from the flashback to Nibelheim to the end of the game. It was like story-wise, because as you guys see, if you guys see the playthrough, you know throughout the entirety of the playthrough, every time the momentum was really good on the story. Just having to engage in the side activities, I know it's optional, but if you play the game and you do not do the side stuff, you know the next boss is gonna mollywop you. Like it's did not like the fact that they yes, it's optional. Like, don't get me wrong, you don't have to do it. You can beat the game without doing it. But if you do it, you will miss out on half the game. Whether you like it or not, you will miss out on half of the stuff, because some side quests, believe it or not, are important and essential to each of the characters, which was really well done with the side quests. My issue is with the damn towers. Like, I don't understand why they decided to go that route with the towers. Like, why? Why do we need towers to tell us what's around? That's dumb. Like, they should have adopted another system. Like the Ubisoft towers, I could live without. Those were stupid. Scanning the land, another dumb idea. And my biggest pet peeve is like, why you have this big world, a big, beautiful, full of content world, you decide to do the AR, the virtual reality training, the combat system. That's dumb. It worked in Remake because Remake was you're locked into Midgar, which is understandable. You don't have a freedom. You're locked into Midgar. Here you have freedom. Instead of making I didn't see not one dungeon throughout the whole game. Instead of scanning the summons to make them weaker, why don't you just scan the summons to tell you the location, and then you go to set location to fight the summons, so you could be worthy or not to actually wield the summon. You know, that would have been a better idea, but I don't make game. But then moving on from that topic, also the story, the first half of the game was wow, they can't. What if you played it? You know, they cannot keep up this quality for the entire of the game. That quality was insane. And then you get to the second half of the game. Once you get to Gangaga, and you're like, yo, they really gonna keep up they up the quality. From, if you could tell, once you get the Cosmo Canyon, the quality increases. It's wow. The story really has a hold on you, and there's nothing you can do. Which is, it was really well done. Now, I feel when you first start the game, it's fast track. I felt while I was playing the game, and as I rewatched my footage, I felt the beginning of the game, it's they fast track the beginning of the game till you finally get out of Calm. And then in the ending, I feel like they also rushed the ending towards the end, because once you start fighting Sephiroth, once Aerith is dead, it's like all hell breaks loose. Like it's like a fast track towards the end, and then you even get a cutscene. And as a matter of fact, after you beat the game, you can't even free roam after the game. You're like, oh, you gotta go back to chapter select and whatnot. Like I feel like that was kind of dumb. They could have just let you free roam, or like what most games does, it's just rewind you before you go into the city of the ancient, or I mean the temple of the ancient, excuse me. But yeah, moving on from that. Now the ending itself, I think it was like, I didn't like it for the simple fact, well, at the beginning when I was playing the game, I didn't like it for the simple fact that they rushed it. Like they didn't even give you time to feel bad. In the original, this is a little bit of spoiler if you haven't played the original. In the original, once Aerith died, that Sephiroth kills her, you're rushed into a fight with Jenova. And once you beat Jenova, you get to mourn the death of her. They show the burial in the water. Then you're all mad. Like time actually passes that you actually sleep in the Forgotten City. Then you go to the North Core. Like you get it? Like they give you time to process it more. And this one, they really good. They did a good job, because once she died, well, she's about to die, Cloud hits her with the sword and he like deflects Sephiroth's sword. But it's fucked up because you as a player think you saved her. But then when the music starts, you realize, especially when Sephiroth says, you will never see the truth with them clouded eyes. That's when you realize, oh shit, she died. Like, she's dead. She's not alive. You didn't save nobody. And it's highlighted by the fact, if you didn't really pay attention, once the Jenova fight starts, when you can see everybody's limit break is available except for Cloud's. Cloud's limit break is not available. Everybody else's limit break is available, meaning everybody else is pissed off at Sephiroth for killing her. And it's crazy because it's like, yes, you're mad that they kind of tricked us into thinking that we saved her, but we didn't. And then they didn't give us no time to process her death. It didn't hit the same. You was just mad. Like, some people were crying, some people were mad. I was just upset because I didn't know what the hell was going on at the time. I had to rewatch it a few times. I wasn't sure, like 100% of the way. I was not sure. Then when they showed the scene when they all sitting by the water, that's when I finally realized, like, yo, Cloud is he's delusional. Like, he doesn't know what's going on. He's over there smiling, watching Aerith, and then Tifa is looking at him like, yo, is this guy crazy? Like, everybody's crying inside, and Cloud is just there, like, all happy, like, with his smile in the face. Like, that was, like, the only part I didn't like about the ending. And I also didn't like the fact, for the second game in a row, we're fighting Sephiroth as the final boss. Like, why? It's just, oh my god, like, we're gonna fight him again in the next game. And in this game, they actually use all of his final form except his angel form. That's the only form that they haven't used yet, is his angel form. Like, why? Like, why would you do that this game? Like, that makes no sense. It's dumb. We could have just fought another Sephiroth. Matter of fact, I thought they should have just made Jenova the final boss. Or better yet, they should have just ended the game when you revived Sephiroth. Which is why I kept saying, there's no reason to pat this game, because this game is phenomenal. And they adding all this side stuff, even though the game is fucking phenomenal and the story is phenomenal. There was no need for padding. But I mean, I don't know, maybe it's gonna come all full circle later on, for all we know. Like, you know, that's the only thing I feel like a little bit disappointed at. But besides that, when Cloud put the black material on his sword, it blew my mind. I was like, holy shit, like, they really like selling Cloud, like, because for those of you that did not play the original, all the encounters we've had with Sephiroth, it is not Sephiroth. It is actually Jenova making Cloud think that that's Sephiroth. Like, it's a little Easter egg if you haven't played the original. But in this game, I don't know, because they changed so much stuff. Like, yes, the story is on pace with the original, but like, Sephiroth have much more influence in this universe than in the original, because in the original, Jenova was just dropping like crumbs around the way and just making them think that it was Sephiroth. In this one, Cloud is always having illusions. Sephiroth is always messing with them, sabotaging them. Well, Genova disguised as Sephiroth. But yeah, besides that, most of the game was just like, wow. It was just insane. The freaking graphics at some point, from start to finish, it was flawless. I really didn't get no glitches. No, it was super polished. The game was super polished. I give him that, bro. Like nowadays, you buy a game $70, you basically just buying half a game. This game was like, wow, content packed, long, entertaining the entire way through. The only thing, like I said, the minigames, nah. The minigames, they could keep them shits, bro. Besides, like a few minigames, like the Chocobo, the Ghost Sorcerers was pretty good. I like the Ghost Sorcerer. I like the Battle Arenas. I did not like the minigame, the first minigame, the Juna minigame. Yeah, they could keep that shit, bro. I can't. That shit was trash. The chasing the Mughals, bro, that's another one that they could keep, bro. Don't bring that shit to the next game, please. Cause come on, that shit was like so annoying. But besides that, Queen's Blood was really good. I love Queen's Blood, the card game. Yeah, it was tedious sometimes because they would whoop your ass if you didn't know what you were doing. It took me like a few, like, I say it took me like around 10 to 15 hours to finally understand. Because, you know, at the beginning, I was just playing just to play. But then once you really get into the mechanics of the game and start reading the rules or whatnot, then you understand it. But at the beginning, I did not understand shit. I was just autopilot, playing everything. But yeah, I seriously think this is my game of the year so far. I don't know what else is gonna come out down the line that interests me like this. But I am really curious to see where they go from here. Like I'm telling you, I put Persona 3 Reload on hold just to finish this game because I was so into the story. I did not want to like alternate. I just wanted to do this one straight through. It was really, really good, man. It left me speechless. For today's age, for us to get a game of this caliber, it's like wow. Because most games nowadays are like you're buying half a game, or the game is broken. Then you get a apology from the developers. Like, bro, why you gotta apologize after you already took my money? Like, no, it should have been a complete game from the beginning. That's why nowadays game sales are low because people don't trust developers no more. And for us to get a game like this is like, wow, this is like a gem. Like, I'm telling you, if this shit does not win Game of the Year, man, it's freaking rigged. But anyways, that's my opinions and thoughts. If you guys have like what I said so far or have some opinions of yourself, make sure you leave them in the comment section. And I'll see you guys in the next one, man. Take care.